Akshara Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss motion in a straight line, lecture 3. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. Today we will discuss rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. Recti plus linear. Recti nothing but straight. Linear nothing but line. So when a body is driving along a straight line, then it is known as a rectilinear motion. Recti plus linear. Recti means straight, linear means line. So straight line motion. So motion along a straight line is called rectilinear motion. The motion of a car on a road is an example for rectilinear motion. So motion along a straight line is called rectilinear motion. Example, the motion of a car on a road. Now this car is moving along a road on a straight line. Rectilinear motion need not be one dimensional necessary. So rectilinear motion can be any straight line in any direction. So but it is always possible that rectilinear motion be treated as one dimensional motion. So here we are taking the coordinate axis. So in this coordinate axis, rotation of coordinate system does not change the rectilinear motion of the car. So here whenever we are rotating this coordinate system, the car is moving along the coordinate axis. This rotation of coordinate system does not change the rectilinear motion of the car. This is a rectilinear motion. Now next, what is meant by scalar quantity? Any physical quantity which has only magnitude but no direction is known as scalar quantity. So the quantity with magnitude alone and no direction is known as scalar quantity. For example, path length and speed. Distance is also a scalar quantity. Length, mass, time, speed, all these are examples for the scalar quantity. Next, vector quantity. Physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction is known as vector quantity. So quantity with both magnitude and direction follows laws of vector addition. So next, examples of vector: displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, all these are examples for the vector quantity. So scalar quantity nothing but quantity with magnitude alone and no direction. Examples of scalars are path length, speed, and vector quantity nothing but quantity with both magnitude and direction follows laws of vector addition is known as vector quantity. Examples of vectors are displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, all these are examples for the vector quantity. Okay, next. Path length and displacement. What is path length? Total distance travelled by an object from initial to final position is known as path length. The total distance travelled by an object is known as path length. Next, displacement. Displacement nothing but the shortest distance between initial and final position is known as displacement. Path length nothing but total distance travelled by an object from initial to final. Here displacement nothing but the shortest distance between initial and final position is known as displacement. Next, here home for example, and next college, and next here now bicycle. Here a man is or a boy is riding bicycle from home to college, and again college to Donald's shop. And now what is the path length, distance between home to college and college to McDonald's. Now displacement nothing but shortest distance between initial and final position, that is home to McDonald's. So path length is equals to displacement. Now discuss. So this is initial position and this is the final position. So now boy is riding his bicycle and going to the initial position. Now path length is equals to distance between home to McDonald's. Next displacement nothing but distance between shortest distance between initial position and final position. Now path length is equals to displacement. Next, path length is not equal to 0 but displacement is equals to 0. When displacement is equals to 0, when initial and final positions are same, then displacement is equals to 0. For example, here this is the initial position and this is the final position. Here a person is riding the bicycle and a boy is going to McDonald's from home to McDonald's. First he is going and reaching the McDonald's, and then again McDonald's to he returned to home. So then displacement is 0. Why? Because initial position is home and again final position is also home. So there is no distance between initial and final position. Both initial position and final position is same. Then at this situation displacement is 0. Okay, next, path length is equals to distance travelled by home to McDonald's and distance travelled by McDonald to home. So then displacement is equals to 0. Both initial and final positions are same. Now the magnitude of displacement may or may not be equal to the path travelled by the object. So displacement, the magnitude of displacement may or may not be equal to the path length travelled by an object. So distance is not equal to displacement, may or may not. So now we will discuss. The magnitude of displacement for a complete motion may be 0 but corresponding length is not equal to 0. So displacement is 0 but path length is not 0. Why displacement 0? Because initial and final positions are same. He reached the final position, so both initial and final positions are same. So that's why displacement is 0 but path length is not 0. Okay, next. Now I'll discuss MCQs. First one, correct the statement among the following. First one, when displacement is 0, distance travelled is not 0. The second option is when displacement is 0, distance travelled is also 0. The third one is when distance is 0, displacement is not 0. The fourth one is distance travelled and displacement are always equal. So in which here in these four statements, which is correct statement? When the displacement is 0, distance travelled is not 0. This is the correct one among this following. Okay. Next, the second one, the numerical ratio of displacement to distance is. Here the ratio of displacement to distance is, first one always less than 1, and the second option is always greater than 1. The third one is always equal to 1. The fourth one is maybe less than 1 or equal to 1. So what is the numerical ratio of displacement to distance? may be less than 1 or equal to 1. Okay, but distance to displacement greater than or equal to 1. Here ratio of displacement to distance may be less than 1 or equal to 1. Next one. The total distance travelled by an object from initial to final position is known as. Here options are speed, second option is path length, third option is displacement, and fourth option is velocity. So what is the total distance travelled by an object from initial to final position is path length. So the correct option is path length. Thanks for watching this video.